Well, while we're waiting for them to finish setting up, we do have a couple more donations here to read. We do have $10 from Lima Kitiera, Lady Kavir, and she says, Crash Bandicoot is the very first game I ever played, and it started me on a lifelong love of video games. I love watching Crash speedruns, and it makes me even happier to see it at SGDQ. Keep on running, guys. Kill the animals, save the Bandicoot. We have a $50 anonymous donation that says, hey, listen, kill the animals, save those poor frames. We also have a $10 donation from Bex Beats, who says, hey there, first time donating, third time watching. Dark Souls 2 2-player 1 controller? Take my money. Greetings from Germany, and thanks for ruining my sleep schedule for this week. Oh, hi. I'm in your ears. I'm in your ears properly. So while we're still getting this set up, we do have a couple more donations to read. We have $50 from Neil Baker. We do have a $50 donation from Neil Baker, Vosh the Puka. Says, love what you guys are doing. Thank you for showing all the good our community can do. Thank you very much. Alright, I'm talking for you guys. How's that sound? Sorry, what? I've got my own volume over here. My day was pretty good. Sorry, I can't actually hear you unless I have the thing off my ear. That's better?
I can hear Chris.
We have... Alright, while we're waiting for this to finish getting set up, we do have a $75 donation from Scott L, who says, "Super happy SGDQ is on again, though it might get me fired since I watch it too much. Keep up the good work." We have a $50 donation from Justin H, who says, "My third time watching SGDQ. Love you guys and gals. Keep being amazing."
Can Bubbles can do the countdown? I still can't hear myself. Well, yeah, I think you put it off. Are we good? Okay.
Press start to begin.
I can't hear the other words. I can't hear anyone else. I can't even hear myself. I can't hear people.
Nobody is.
Yeah. This is great.
It was working.
I can hear Chris. Whatever I say correspond to. Hello.
Hello. There we go.
Okay. Yeah.
I can talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and quit.
3,
Wait.
2,
What?
1.
We're not starting.
They're not starting.
Alright.
The countdown is not starting.
Alright.
Just give us a countdown of 3, 2, 1, go.
Press
Good, please.
start to begin.
They already started the timer.
Oh, did they? Okay, here we go.
Yay!
All right.
So this is Crash 3, any percent run. I'm racing against Colin, and we have Chris and Bubbles Del Fugo on the couch.
It's about,
Whatever, you can.
Okay, so first thing I did is obviously different from Wheelio is I turned off the sound effects, and you saw he got a little cutscene as he entered the level, and I didn't. Turning off the sound effects gets rid of these cutscenes throughout the run. There's, I think, 17 of them in total.
They appear
throughout the run.
Yeah.
And they each save like 2.5 to 4 seconds each. So yeah, it adds up. Something like 40 to 50 seconds difference.
But sound is nice, so I will keep those on.
But I like speed.
and we're all just here to have some fun.
Right.
Yeah, dude. So in this level, they're actually charging on the
Polo bear.
Polo.
Is that what's that?
Yeah, I'm thinking Crash 2 right now.
Just got a
But
skull
yeah.
pigment.
I guess jumping on the Pura is actually slightly faster. You save 1 frame every time you
Yeah,
jump.
each time you jump, 1 frame saved.
By the way, right there, Colin got the jump for Orient Express where you save 5 seconds. As I did not get that.
Before you guys get too deep into it, I do have a $75 donation from Roach, who says,
go Roach.
"Sorry I couldn't make it to be part of this race. Good luck, guys, and remember, save the dinosaur."
Oh my gosh. Oh, I saw it.
Yeah, this was originally a 3-player race included in Roach 788. If you guys want to check him out, he's super cool dude. But he couldn't make it.
So yeah, this is an underwater level, and basically you just want to flap, which is X, and spin in sequence, and I guess it's just the fastest way to move, because the spin has a timer, so anytime you're not spinning, you just want to be flapping Crash's feet, because you move slightly faster. And this is the super boost speed thingy. I don't know what it's called, but it goes fast.
This is the first stage where you're really noticing how cycles are important because of those rotating electrical rings. Where if you're quick enough throughout the entire stage, you won't have to wait when you get up to the rings. It saves a good amount of time.
Right there, Colin got an extra mask, and I did not. I just did that because of convenience of the fish in the way.
Except I missed it.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
you missed it.
both missed the mask.
Oh, then.
And speaking of masks, Chris, do you want to explain why each level is done in this order?
Okay, so basically in this game, unlike Crash 2, you actually want invincibility because you actually go faster when you have invincibility in this game, whereas in Crash 2, you move actually really, really slow. So yeah, usually on the first mask that you get in this level, you go invincible and you go really fast, but I believe there's 2 masks in this level, so we will still get to see it.
Yeah, it's pretty conveniently lined up if you know you get both invincibility forms, because as soon as you run out of the first one, there's a mask right there.
Also, you notice that they are slide jumping in this game, and we just saw in Crash 2 that it would slide spin. And it's basically the same technique. You want to let go of the direction you slide in, but instead of spinning, you jump in this game, and that way it carries all the speed from the slide into the jump. And doing this in succession is the fastest way to move in this game.
You would think that you should just slide over and over and over instead of slide, jump, but you can't chain slides as fast as you can chain slides and jumps.
In this next level, the next cutscene will appear, so Colin will catch up.
The reason the neutral slide jump works in this game as opposed to Crash 2 is because in this game Naughty Dog decided to add momentum as a physic. So yeah, now the jump carries over. Like if you're moving in whatever direction, your jumps have momentum.
And by the way, when Roach sent a donation with Save the Dinosaurs, he's not talking about this level, but in Warp 3, you will ride a dinosaur. and you can save it.
Speaking of things earlier that they add to games, something they haven't changed or added throughout the 3 games is something if you look really closely, you can notice. And if you can hear on their controllers, you can hear them doing something called zigzagging, where if they move left and right, they want to quickly move on the D-pad up and down. And if they're moving from, I guess, the Z-plane from forward to back, they want to move left and right to alternate their movements and literally zigzag in the air. And it makes them speed up a little bit faster in the air. Anything that you can do to just
Save the frames?
Yeah, that's basically it. It's in Crash 1, it's in Crash 2, and it's still in Crash 3.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it's notably that in Crash 2, the zigzag is way stronger. So in this game, zigzag is almost not even noticeable, as far as speed difference, but there are some runners that definitely have a leg up on people because they zigzag very, very often.
Like Saboom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, well, like, the very top players of this game will zigzag nearly every slide, and that definitely adds up throughout the course of the run.
Yeah, shoutouts to Saboom, who actually did run this. I'm not sure if we mentioned it at the last Summer Games Done Quick. Did any percent. Really good player of this game. But we'll come up to a thing or two that have been found and optimized since that run. So.
Yep. Also, in any vehicle levels, it's a good time to read out donations, if there's any.
Yeah, pretty much auto scrollers here.
Hold X.
Mhm.
Man, movie left the thumb.
So, since you guys were talking about Saboom, I do have a $50.01 donation from Captain McGuffin, who says, after watching Saboom watch Crash 3 at SGU 2014, he was inspired to begin speedrunning himself. It's been a blast to be part of the awesome community, especially when you guys hold charity marathons like this. Shoutouts to Ski Craze Teddy, Hypothetical Teddy, Hypothetical Tiger, I am so sorry, for all the support they've given. Plus, put this money towards the bonus Luigi's Mansion run.
Also note that we're not Crash. We're actually Coco, another character who appears sometimes in the game in some levels.
Yeah, it's the first game that does that, similar to how some third Spyro game lets you play as some alternate characters. It's a bit of a trend. Here's Tiny, because he's really big.
He's got those tiny legs, though.
Also, bosses are a good time for donations.
Okay, I have $50 from Magical Donut. It says, first donation this year. Once again, thanks to all the support staff at GDQ to make this an even amazing event. It's quite all right to put the runners under the spotlight, but all of you guys behind the scenes deserve some clapping too. Also, rest in peace, Iwata. I also have $50 from Doomrick. It says, you guys are doing great things. Good luck and have fun to all of our runners.
That corner, by the way, yeah, I guess it speaks for itself.
Yeah, and you won't die in that corner, but I like to just spin to make sure.
Might as well do some practice of controls while you're there.
Yeah.
Boredom.
So yeah, that was Warp 1 and on to Warp 2. Since both of them have 2 masks, they're going to go to level 7, which is high time.
No, it's hanging
Or
on.
hang high, there you go. And
I get 'em
you want to
mixed up, too.
do this because in this level, there's a very important invincibility that saves quite a lot of time that hopefully you'll get to see. And it's because on these hang rails, just like that, you move a lot faster. So if, I guess, we didn't really show it in Crash 2, but on the hang rails, you actually move very, very slow. So in invincibility, for some reason, they just sped you up really fast.
Something you might be noticing, because it's happening so quickly, and it's like, you'll see it on both screens, but when they come on these I guess, bouncy carpets, they're supposed to bounce you, but they spin before landing on some of the carpets that I guess are more optimal to spin on. and you don't get your bounce, and you could do a normal jump instead. The bounce is like kind of slow. You go into the carpet, you get really high up, and then you come back down and you do it again on the next one. But he'll spin, cancel it, and that'll be really nice. And sometimes when they're trying to ascend up a plane, like the beginning of the level, they'll go through a carpet with a belly flop, or with just a normal double jump even, or a glitched high jump, and they can go through it to make themselves ascend faster instead of hooking around the edge of the carpet.
So we both lost one of our masks to the same enemy, but that's not a huge deal because in this level, level 6 G-Wiz, these two masks are like pretty much right next to each other, so it's not too much time lost.
Right, it's like 1 second.
It's the same enemy. We could have made it look intentional.
Right.
I'm not that clever.
There's always next SGDQ.
I do also have a $75 donation from Thomas L., who says, "Don't play the video games too fast now. We need to make sure this event lasts the whole week."
Also, in this game, they repeat level design, so this is another like medieval level, similar to level 1.
Yeah, you'll see some more underwater levels with the same concept later on, and another tiger level. And so, yeah. The themes of every warp, though, are slightly different. Like, there's a warp focused around like Egyptian areas. And
Yeah.
speaking
Like
of which,
the Collinson right now.
in these levels, there's a lot of, I guess, materials here. First, that black goo on the ground. It's kind of like the ice that you saw in Crash 2, where it's just oil here, but it speeds up your movement because it's super slippery.
Oh, what am I doing?
There's some 3D movement jumps that you saw Colin do a little bit there, but they can be pretty tricky, so got to play it safe. Where you
Scared myself a little bit.
will jump diagonally to save time of having to go around these corners. After they get the double jump move later on, they'll get a lot more height, obviously, because they're jumping higher, and they'll be able to do a lot more 3D movement a lot more easily.
Chris, if you can mention the power-ups that we get from the bosses.
Yeah, what they got from Tiny is actually not useful for this run. It actually gives you a very powerful body slam, but of course, we don't really want to kill anything in this run because we just want to get to the end as fast as possible. And the body slam is really only used to break crates that are usually unbreakable otherwise.
You want to use it.
Here's the first motorcycle level. The goal is just to maintain the wheelie from a speed boost for the entirety of the level. Well, after getting the speed boost, that is. And just beating the level as fast as you can. There's some holes that you can drive over in the later levels, and you want to not bump into the cop cars, but still stay along the edge, so you can just barely squeeze in between that and still stay on the road. Kind of speaks for itself, mostly. You'll see how cool it actually does look. Isn't there a tiny frame save at the end that we talked about?
So, a guy by the name of Kei Kagemura, a Japanese runner of this game, he found out that if you drop the wheelie like just before you hit a ramp, it saves 3 frames.
Yeah,
So-
those can matter.
Everybody
Save
be sure to do
frames.
that.
That's like 3 Coco Tiger jumps.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Also, like, some of my favorite music is from the motorcycle stage.
Also, to get the crystal in the motorcycles, you have to win the race, which is usually not a problem. Like, yeah, for all 3, that's not really a problem.
Yeah, there's a lot of collectibles in this game, honestly. There's more levels than just the warps. There's a secret warp area, and there's also time trial things and relics, and there's like more than just the purple gems they're getting. But this is the 90% category, so all they got to do is go to all 25 levels, get the 25 gems, actually finish the levels and not kill themselves, and then beat the 5 bosses, and then that's it.
We do have a $200 donation from Why the Hell Not. He says, I usually donate during Spyro runs, but it seems the Purple Dragon's absent this year. So Crash is the next best thing. I encourage everyone watching the stream to donate because it's the human thing to do, and we can show what we gamers can give back to the world.
We'll miss that Purple Dragon.
Yeah, I think he's like maybe on the couch.
No.
I'm not a purple dragon, man.
Oh.
Or a purple dinosaur. Alright, here's Dingodile. He's Australian, but you won't hear him talk. Because, well, you'll hear him right at the end, but we pretty much cut out a lot of his dialogue because of just killing him so quickly. He's supposed to have the slow cycle of, I barely even remember how he's supposed to normally fight this guy. You like break down his walls slowly, piece by piece, and then squeeze in, but you can just glitch high jump right over his walls. And it's so easy to do even, like, if you don't even speedrun the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if people found that when they were kids.
Yeah. I honestly try to do that, probably, because you just see a wall and it's just...
You want it.
Yeah, your first instinct is to go over because you don't see any bombs in the get-go. There's a really random chance that when you pick up a power-up that you can skip the animation and of this whole dance that's happening right now, but it's seemingly random. There's some theories on what could skip it, but nothing's confirmed.
Yep.
Okay, so Colin didn't get the double-header crash. So apparently in this game, only in this level...
You know I'm not in it, right?
Well, there's a random chance that it could crash just out of nowhere. We have no idea why. And it can actually cause some really weird effects, like modify the textures. I think only one player has gotten that to happen, and it was CHJ Gaming or Sean.
We have a race.
Okay, so no crashes on this level, thank God.
No crash and crash.
No crash?
Awesome.
No crash in Crash.
Kappa.
Pride.
So I'd just like to remind everyone watching that you are watching Summer Games Done Quick 2015, benefiting Médecins Sans Frontières, also known as Doctors Without Borders.
That was a good frontier.
One thing to note about this game, they're playing on NTSC, and one thing about Warp 3 is there's absolutely no masks on PAL, which is the European or Australian versions of the game. And also, I guess Crash moves faster on PAL in Crash 2. I'm not sure if we mentioned, but definitely PAL is much faster on Crash 2 than NTSC, so I guess like it's just a minor version difference.
Also, the version is so different that the fastest movement is slide spinning instead of neutral slides jumping.
Yeah, the physical properties that were in Crash 2's PAL version are still in this game. Like, the slides are faster, the jumps are higher.
Okay, here we coming up on that skip that we were talking about earlier. That was found since the last SGDQ run, and Wheelio's gonna attempt it just about twice.
Right, yeah. Ooh, I thought I did. And I got it.
And he got it! He's right above that. It's so hard to do, actually.
It's really good that I got it my first try. Only saves 3 seconds, but it's definitely cool. Yes.
There we go.
No.
Now you guys just like don't know when to clap.
I just spun there.
Like clap for anything. Yeah, he spun.
Yeah.
The level that Colin's in right now and then about to enter is the level of the dinosaur. Yeah. Are you going to save him, Colin?
For Roach, I will.
Oh, okay. That's for Roach.
This is for Roach.
This is
Look at those bad test subject crashes just flopping.
I get it soon because if you get it, then I'm not.
So you can see his egg there. You don't want to wait for him to hatch because it's not worth it.
Right. And the next spot, like right, do you have him yet? No. Right now he's already open, so you're all good.
You can still zigzag with the dinosaur, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All movement-based things, except for the, I don't think it works with the tiger.
Alright, I'm gonna try to save the dinosaur one time.
Yeah, it doesn't work with the motorcycle or the planes or the underwater jet, but with the dinosaur, it can zigzag.
I didn't get it, so rip.
Yeah, you can actually keep the dinosaur through the rest of this level if you body slam on it at a specific time.
Oh, that's what you meant.
No.
I was just gonna save his life, like literally. Like usually I kill him.
What are we gonna do? Keep him for the rest of the game?
Just bring him into Nitro.
That'd be pretty cool.
Riding the dinosaur as he rides the motorcycle.
That's
Dope.
some DLC ideas for Naughty Dog.
Yeah. When are they going to patch this game and put in the DLC? Great.
So, second underwater level now.
Entering it with the high mask count. So in case he does get hit, he can still pick up some masks in the level and not waste invincibility. Because once again, if you're just joining us at Summer Games Done Quick 2015, you can't get invincibility underwater.
Right there would have been a mask, but I have 2 masks, so you can't get invincibility. Yeah. Did you guys just say that? I don't know if Colin was able to grab it
I
or
did just
not.
say that, but we could have gotten some new viewers in the last 4 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Great.
you did the right thing.
So, I just skipped having to wait for that turbine. That's looks a lot easier than it actually is.
Right. So, good thing I did not mask abuse, because I'm not going to catch this now. So if I would have done what Colin did, which I think he did, I can't tell, but did you skip the 1 turbine to mask abuse?
Yeah, I decided not to mask abuse.
Okay, because if you would have mask abused, that's terrible. But I would have been maskless going to the next level.
It's that motorcycle again, so some good donation time.
Yep.
No donations? Donate.
Four for
Please
four.
donate for the Bandicoot.
Do we have any good incentives that would like to be met?
I can look those up for you real quick.
Give them a nice little plug.
Let me just give a refresh, see which ones have been met, and I will give you an update.
Thank you.
Currently, for Shenmue 2, the donation incentive for the duck race is sitting at $648.01 out of $850. A lot of the other upcoming donation incentives have been met, but there is the costume choice in Resident Evil 4. You can choose between the default or alternate Leon RPD and Ashley Nightclub.
Ooh.
And also for Shenmue 2, there's the Jump for Joy glitch that needs a little over $100 to be met.
Yeah, you want to see those Shenmue stuff. It's really awesome. Puri's a great guy, and he's really prepared that kind of stuff. Duck Race is so hype.
Also, a little bit later on, there is Maui Mallard in Cold Shadow. The hard mode donation incentive is sitting at $125 out of $500. And you definitely want to see that in hard mode.
You see them trying to do every optimization possible on these almost auto-scroller-like levels because they're so thirsty for that time save.
Save the frames, save the animals.
Going over holes and in between cop cars and off-the-road situations, and they can lose time. Like, the risk-reward is so insane. Like, save, I don't know, less than a third of a second, but lose like 4,000.
So on entropy, there's actually a little out of bounds you can do. You can stand on one of those, I'm not too sure what they are, but right on the side there, they're just off to the side. You can stand on them, and I don't know, it just looks like you're standing on midair, but you can save literally frames by jumping over from that little standing spot, but it's definitely really risky.
Can't
And
take
shout
damage
out-
over there, yeah.
And shout out to Morgan who did that at ESA and did not go well.
So it's not super marathon safe.
Right.
Like, they could have jumped over to him even sooner. Like, before the platforms appear, he's still vulnerable, but once again, not really the safest thing to do. And now that they have that double jump, well, they've had it for a while now, but now that they have it, you'll be able to see them do a lot more 3D movement in upcoming levels with, during their descent of every jump, they can spam just the spin button and it just slows down their movement. Wheelio can probably demonstrate it here.
You get the tornado spinner for this boss.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what does it. I run this game, by the way, world record.
So you're going to see us differ in routes now.
Right, because I'm going to go
Based on our
to
mass
18 and
counts.
he's in 20. He's actually in a really fun level, so I would pay attention to his run.
Oh yeah, super fun level. The most fun. Everyone's favorite level in this game.
The level name is Tumo Raider, but if you get the cycle, we call it the Womb Tater. So unfortunately, Colin did not get that, but I can still get it. So we'll see what happens. I could easily die though.
Yeah, that looked like he got it. That was robbed.
Bandicoots can't swim, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
fun fact.
Yeah, they also drown within 1 second.
If his nose goes underwater, yeah.
What?
So in this level, I came here to pick up another mask. Because like in the NTSC version, you can pick up a lot more mask. Rather than in PAL, you would not be getting this mask that I'm getting right now, or just got.
Once again, just to note, really good music.
Yeah, the Crash games definitely have some great music.
Especially in a Crash game called Crash Twin Sanity. Really good music.
Acapella?
Right.
Coming up here, I think he's going to speed up the cycle a little bit. They're going for the box jump? Okay, yeah. Just that spin's really helpful. It's a pretty okay stage.
Yeah, the power up they got from Entropy just allows them to basically float in the air by spamming spin. So you can do that to clear large gaps, which otherwise would be definitely really impossible to do.
And when you combine that with the neutral slide jump, it makes you go really far and you can skip some stuff.
This is basic level. If there's
Anything?
any donations.
I have a few.
Okay.
I do have $2 from Kareka and says, "I love games done quick," with a little heart in the text, with like the less than 3.
Oh yeah.
I like
And
that.
then adds, "Keep on with a good job," with a smiley face afterwards.
No, I like that too.
We also have a donation from Ty123. Says, "Gotta donate during Crash Warped. Is it possible to have somebody on the couch do the dance that Crash does whenever they beat a boss?"
Oh yeah, Chris can do that.
No.
If they raise, what are we currently at?
Total.
Total?
I can get that for you in a moment. We are currently
No,
at
I'm not.
$83,798.54.
Okay, 83,000.
At least at the
Pretty
checkpoint.
cool goal. Okay, if we reach 1 million by the end of this run, I will do it. So get those donations in, people.
That was really stupid. I just wanted the water to go down again. Okay, cool. So
Yeah, one of the really annoying things about Tomb Raider is when you actually
I swear.
do die or miss a cycle, the cycles are just so messed up and it can really throw you off.
Yeah, if you were to get the invincibility on this level, you'd be able to just cruise right through it because all the water just stays down the entire time you have invincibility. So you'd only have to get past like one of the end sections, and it definitely saves a lot of time because cycles on this level are a pain.
I'd say it's definitely the hardest level in this game.
yeah, unfortunately, I just went a little too soon. Like every time, like the water just not my friend today.
It's an amazing level when it goes right, but when it goes wrong, it's...
Oh, I swear, like every time the water.
This is such a clutch video game.
So
Well-
this is the first future-themed level.
Fortunately, after every time I almost died, I'm out of the level. So I'll go to Future Frenzy now, which is the level that Collin's on.
See some 3D movement here, like right there.
A tornado spin allows you to just go around these lasers with ease.
And I got the good cycles, so let's see if I can optimize these.
These future levels have a lot of enemies also. So it's almost like a rhythm that you feel like you just feel so accustomed to, like jump over that guy, slide under that laser. Oh, that's a shame.
That was just really dumb. I don't know what I was even trying.
Trying to go fast.
Gotta go fast.
There we go.
I do have a $5 anonymous donation that says, "So great to see such an interesting part of gaming culture help a great cause. I encourage everyone to donate if they are financially able. Sorry for such a small donation. I am a little short on cash at the moment. Again,
fine.
thanks for helping such a humane cause. Continue to help others."
Any amount is appreciated. It's the thought that counts. Save the third world countries, kill the animals.
That's my motto.
That's my motto. I live by that. Got that tattooed on my back.
Yeah, a lot of the movement just goes into just flying over things later in the game because you have that spin.
Because they have to alternate routes, and no one run is... It's so hard for one run to be the same as another one unless everything goes perfectly, which, speedrunning, that never happens. So, as much as you guys think that we're, like, really good and things go great all the time because we're speedrunners, it's like we make mistakes all the time. So we always have to improvise routes. And so they would stay on the same levels to show how identical things were as much as they could. But,
Yeah, you
they have to
just
switch it
reroute.
up.
I do have a $50 donation from Sky Spy, who says, been watching for years now, and I feel like I should finally put in my 2 cents. Love what you all continue to do, and am glad to support you. Donation to Railcoon's Choice.
I thought that was going to end differently.
So what Colin just did there was he took damage from the enemy. And what that does is it keeps the door open as long as the door was already open at the time. And just a little time saver on these levels where the doors are closing and opening.
What's the reason why you want to leave level 16 for last, as far as
Right,
the
this-
platforming levels in this warp go? So now we've got our first airplane level, where the object is just to shoot these blimps down.
Once again, as Coco, she gets all the cool levels.
Did I must not neutral slide jumped.
You'll notice how when she's getting shot, she's taking 1% damage at a time, I believe. Later on, Crash will be in a plane, and his plane's much weaker than Coco's. And it's made out of balsa wood, and takes like 1,000,000 damage a hit, approximately.
That's an approximation.
Yeah, we had some tasks figured out.
So fourth boss, Engine. Similar idea as to how Engine was in Crash 2. It's like a robot, and you have to shoot off the body parts, and that acts as his health.
Just instead of Crash with Wampa Fruit, it's Coco with a spaceship.
Once again, she gets all the cool things.
Yeah.
So the crosshair in this engine fight is actually just I don't know, it doesn't really work because the camera's really just moving around all crazy like, and engine's always moving too. And the bullets, yeah, they kind of go in the direction, I don't know. But yeah, it makes this fight kind of difficult to optimize because you just need to be able to really well judge.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting used to how the camera moves and how Engine moves around. It's totally like experience based, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
How good you are at this boss. And that was a pretty good fight.
Yeah.
Let's see if Wheelio can do the same.
I have a $30 donation from Lyadar, who says, after hearing a donation comment, couldn't help but donate. First time donating, and I don't feel like it will be the last. Thank you for all you guys do. Keep going fast.
Oh my gosh. Good first base.
Pretty good fight.
Go.
That was okay.
So this motorcycle level is the one where you'll see some hull skips, like right there.
In between the side of the road and the police car. So do either of you have a favorite stage?
Well, for the cycle levels, I really like orange asphalt, which is this level.
Yeah, this level is really fun.
It's convenient.
It has a lot of tricks in it. and they're nice to get.
I think level 7 Hang 'em High is really fun too.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a really technical level, yeah.
Yeah.
Typically technical levels where speedrunners don't have to have like the mundane exercise of constantly repeating themselves and actually challenge themselves.
And here's some more hole skips.
Yeah, if you line yourself up, I don't know if it's too precise, but definitely.
There's a little bit of leeway.
Yeah. If you line yourself up with the boost, you can just go right over the holes.
Okay, here's where Crash gets his airplane.
His
He's so
flimsy-
happy. Look at that grin. He is so happy to finally have his airplane.
I don't know how that top piece is hanging on, but it's hanging on.
It's
Crash
It's there.
Bandicoot engineering.
never really
Yeah.
saw that before. Yeah, like so 90 damage takes about from 2 bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys can just wreck you. They're just way better than the ones in level 17. It's a pretty steep difficulty curve from one level to the next.
But yeah, if you barrel roll in these plane levels, you don't take damage. So you
Yeah.
just want to barrel roll as much as possible.
All right, Wheel getting the whole skips also.
I was really impressed that I actually got that. I thought I was
Yeah.
not going to get that.
It was a different. You can. That's where you can like see the leniency. He had a different lineup than his opponent here. So he's doing just fine in terms of the race. The swag spins.
The aileron rolls, not barrel rolls.
Take notes, Trihex.
Ran Crash 2.
No, he actually ran Crash 3.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's a segmented Crash 3 105% run on SDA right now by good old Michael Trihex Jefferson.
Go Trihex. What a boss.
Date me already.
You heard it, Trihex.
I'm issuing the challenge.
Please return to Crash Bandicoot speedrunning Trihex.
Need you.
We
He
need
did pretty
you.
good at Yoshi, so.
Another mask abuse there to keep this door open.
Because you're just gonna get all 3 masks here anyway.
Yep.
They want you to have invincibility here because look at all those snakes.
That last plane took forever, but the first 4 planes were good.
A 36% health left. Typically on Coco you have like between 65 and 75 on a bad plane ride.
Yeah.
Good door cycle.
Same element from Crash 2 here. That when GamePro was trying to, well, he actually successfully did, show off his skills of doing it in the darkness.
Did Colin do that?
Where
Oh, no.
Colin,
Come on.
Colin was
Wimped
smart
out.
because this is a marathon and took the Firefly so he could see. And it's a race, so he's got to win.
I actually got a good cycle.
We
I
have
think,
a
yeah.
Oh,
It's like, hope it's good.
love that feeling.
Oh, I can't even damage a boost or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's really hard to actually mask abuse off those enemies because they're they're just like really bad enemies. Like you can do so many things to them and it'll hurt them rather than you getting hurt. The only way you'll get hurt is if you just walk into them. You can jump on them and they'll take damage. You can spin them, they'll take damage. You can slide them, they'll take damage. So yeah, it's kind of unnatural. to actually get hit by them.
We do have a $50 donation from Samar. Says, love watching GDQs and looking forward to an entertaining week. Keep going fast and save those frames. Having a tough time deciding on an incentive, so runner's choice it is.
Oh, did you guys pick one? Just want to go with the classic save or kill? What's your point?
I'm good with whatever.
Chris?
I ain't a runner.
Oh, well,
Save the animals, come on.
save the
I'll
animals.
save them.
I guess that's 3-1.
Whoa.
What am I doing? Right now, I'm getting the last invincibility of the game.
Yep.
Everybody say
Masks
goodbye.
beyond this point don't really matter. It's good to have them for safety in the last level here, but
Right.
they're not 100% necessary.
So goodbye, tribal drums.
Rest in peace.
I think we'll be seeing the bazooka in this level. By Wheelio, maybe? In the
It
future?
depends.
Maybe. But it's extremely underused in this category power-up, where you pull out a bazooka that shoots the Wampa fruit. And you can damage enemies from a distance. It's a pretty cool idea and concept. But
Well, I'm gonna use it.
spinning's pretty useful.
Boom.
Oh!
Get wrecked.
No scoped. But he did use a scope, so I'm a liar. They get so into it when they swing their sword.
Yeah, they're really dedicated to their jobs working for Cortex.
Right.
They're just hardworking like the rest of us.
Not sure what those guys are doing holding pots. It's hard to see.
Yeah. They couldn't think of a better weapon.
Well, they just wanted to hold stacked pots, man.
It's their life. Okay, the last boss here. It's Cortex again.
Actually, this time, other than Crash 2, we'll actually see him.
Yeah. So the theme of this one is that Cortex also has a mask, a bad mask, of course, and then your masks face off against each other in a final showdown, and then you simply just spin Cortex, and that's his big weakness, being spinnable. So it looks pretty. There's that.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
This is basically a final stretch if you're on a really good pace for a personal best, where you're just almost know it's going to be a good run. So I don't want to say anything too bad in case this goes wrong, but it'll go okay.
This game actually has really awesome graphics for the time period and the platform.
Yeah, when this came out, like 2012, 2013. All right, so get ready on time here for a second for Kollin.
And time.
Time for Kollin.
48, 41.
Time for Kollin.
I saw 48, 41.
Okay.
Which is definitely a good run, especially
awesome.
for a race. Very good run.
Happy with that for sure.
And coming up shortly is Wheelio.
So it's probably like 90 seconds behind with no sound effects. If I were to ran no sound effects, I'd be 30 seconds behind, which would have been, well, good race.
Yeah, we'll judge it off the final time and find out. Pretty
Yeah,
much
because I'm, still in the game.
the approximation. Don't get ahead of yourself.
I could always die.
Yeah, these spinning masks are actually really scary.
Right.
They
Yeah.
look really scary.
Yeah, I'm like scared sitting here.
They're totally not predictable. They're complete RNG.
Yeah.
That means he was kidding.
I was being sarcastic.
For the kids at home. That was a close one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm scared. Shaking in my boots.
Body flop.
We joke about it, but it's so easy to die to Cortex.
It really is.
I remember when Saboom, he died to Cortex in that 105 PB, man.
Oh my gosh.
And
Time.
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 Wait a minute.
$50-10 for that second finish.
That's good.
And once again, thanks to Kollin7 and Wheelio, our racers, and to Bubbles Del Fuego and Chris LBC on the couch.
Wait a minute. You said it was like a 90-second lead because he has SFX?
Yeah.
So,
No, it was like
No.
it's like 60.
Oh,
Minute
okay.
or so.
okay.
At most. Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, dude. Dead.
So time for the guy that I bring their interview to,